Here at Baltimore's M&T Bank Stadium. Today, a fun matchup in store. It's the LA Chargers and the Baltimore Ravens. Here to begin this one is Cameron Dicker. And we're off from Baltimore. Rasheen Ali on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
A decade plus before Lamar, it was a guy named Michael Vick who was the standard for dual-threat quarterbacks. Well, today, that standard is Lamar Jackson, who at his best is an MVP-caliber player, most exciting player, not just in his position, but in all of football. And don't let that running overshadow the strides he's made as a passer, too, in the pocket and as a franchise quarterback to build upon.
And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. And holding penalty is going to make first down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. Lamar now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one doesn't go far.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
They break the huddle. It's second down now. Jackson, quick pass wide. And he gets it up close to the 25 before he's out of bounds.
That's really good instinct by the eyes up in the sky. The play caller seeing space on the perimeter, a well-timed screen, and a positive gain out of it.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Caught him across the line early there. That's an easy call for our officials.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards.
Still 3rd down.
Penalty moves him closer. It's 3rd and 5 now. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Right back to Flowers they go. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Jackson keeping it himself. A nice little run there, gets him 5. Second down upcoming.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Motioning the tight end now. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And he's cut after a gain of about 2. That's Denzel Perryman in on the stop.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Another run for Henry. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
The Ravens gonna punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot.
The Chargers take over.
So now we'll get a look at the other offense as the Chargers take the field. They're led out by the 6th-year pro out of Oregon. Productive his entire career so far. You and I are both big fans of this guy, Justin Herbert.
Just ho-hum, more of the same production from Herbert in year 5. In fact, it was the cleanest football of his career, Kate. 23 touchdowns, just 3 interceptions. But he's got to check that box of playoff wins. And that's not easy to do in this AFC.
They'll run here with Amari on Hampton. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
First down now, ball at the 33. Play action now for Herbert. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. It's a sack on first down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on 2nd.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16. They go play action. Here's Herbert. And he's brought down at the line.
Look at the quarterback's eyes. He's looking. He's trying to find a lane of some kind, but there was nowhere to go. And he was lucky to get back to the line before that defense closed in.
Ravens going with a dime package now. 3rd down. Man in motion here. Herbert here, 3rd and long. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Now we'll get set to see the Baltimore offense for the 2nd time. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Just one left for Lamar. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
From the gun, Jackson. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. He's able to hit Flowers. Caught. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Big gain. 14 on the play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Flying down the middle with Henry. This is going to be downhill. Looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. Now Jackson off the play action. This one's to Andrews outright. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you gotta imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Working now from the gun. This is Cox going right back to Andrews. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
The defenders, they were ready for that throw, stopping him right at the line of scrimmage.
Seventh play of the drive now as they need a yard here on 3rd down. Here's Lamar on the sneak. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
That right there, that's a tough pill to swallow. That's kind of a manhood test, Kate. When you get pushed backwards on a 3rd down QB sneak, you're going to look at each other in the huddle and say, that can't happen again.
On 4th now, on comes Tyler Luke. Going to try this field goal for the Ravens. It's about 43 yards for it. Luke knocks it through, and that will get them on the board.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Chargers get their offense set for their 2nd drive. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. Here's Hampton to open the drive. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Back to Hampton. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. Herbert from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st and 10 now from the 46. They send the tight end in motion. From the pistol, it's Herbert. He finds Johnston. And they're going to keep moving forward, brought down inside the opposing 30. Gain of 26 yards there. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
Chargers, first down. A gain of 26 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Roquan Smith with the pick.
Hey, listen, when you're throwing down the middle of the field, you have got to be crystal clear in your vision. There are so many defenders that can get into those zones. That might be a case of the QB there trying to do a little bit too much and certainly didn't see the defender who comes up with the big interception.
Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. First call here coming from the shotgun. The drive begins with Henry. And they're not going to bring him down until he reaches, looks like, the 28. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Jackson. Looking to his fullback now. He's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Lamar's going to keep this one. And they're not going to give him an inch on this 2nd down play. Good job containing that run right at the line.
Boy, is it tough to fool this defense with how well they read and react to these plays. Held the line, and the QB keeper gets nada.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
You know, Kate, you'll get a little bit of grace for a drop in the first frame, but that's one, as this game goes on, he's got to have. It's hard on 3rd down to execute. And with the ball in your hands, you got to find a way to catch it.
The Ravens getting ready for the punt. Darius Davis returning for the Chargers. Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he was showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there can be more interceptions.
Back to the air, Herbert. Going with a screen to Hampton. And he takes it forward to maybe the 23. Nate Wiggins getting up to end that play. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. It's the Ravens flying to an early lead. Back to the bank in just a moment. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Charger football. They're looking at 3rd and 7. Throw here, 3rd down. Let's go to McConkey. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
9 yards. And the Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Throw is there for a long day Gadsden. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. They gain 11 on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
First down, Chargers.
Out of the gun, here's Hampton. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's going to give the Chargers a first down.
Chargers, first
I
down.
don't know, kid. I didn't think he had it. That back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the first down. Pops up right away and signals first down.
Going to the ground again on first. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. On the play fake, it's Herbert. That one's out to the sideline. He's got it inbounds. Nice toe drag there, but we do have a flag on the play.
Holding offense.
You don't get too many plays of that size in a game, and that flag takes away one of them. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Gets it downfield, on target to Ganson. And he's down to almost, nope, they're actually going to give him the 30 here. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
A gain of 26 yards. First down, Chargers.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
They're going option keeper on 1st and 10. They get to him behind the line block. Looks like they're going to lose a couple on that zone read. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, that is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Herbert now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled for a short gain.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 9.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about.
Foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
3rd down stop. They were walking off the field, but that offense, Brock, that offense didn't move. They saw roughing the passer, and they are ready to continue this drive. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers take a second quarter lead. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Chargers take a 4-point lead.
Chargers 7, Ravens 3.
All lined up and ready to boot it away. Ali to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Baltimore running its offense out now. And there is room for improvement from that previous drive. Stalled out, necessitated a call to that punt team.
Yeah, and in these situations, I always love reminding the offense that first down. Just move the chains the first time to get yourself into rhythm, because you don't want to see that punter anytime soon.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And he's going to be pushed out up near that 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. 1st down, and they go right back to it. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open, and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
1st down, here's Lamar. Short pass brought in. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
4 yards. That's another Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. Completed over the middle. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Now we'll see the medical team head out towards a Charger who's still on the field and in some pain. Second down now, 7 to go. Motioning the tight end left. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Gets this one to Andrews. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down. Lamar throwing again. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. 2nd down coming up.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Jackson's gonna throw again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Ben, Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Chargers sending out a dime look here ahead of this third down. Third and long for him here. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. Just can't finish the play.
There's a little bit of the risk of a 50-50 ball in the end zone. Some of these defenders today, man, they can elevate with the best of them. That's one they got away with. It should have been a pick and a touchback.
38-yard attempt.
Whoops, knocks it through. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Chargers and Omari on Hampton out there on offense once again. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone, but the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. Doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Complete here to Hampton. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Well, he had a chance to pull up and avoid the hit, Brock, but we knew the outcome from the moment he decided not to and made contact. That flag came out. 1st and 10, Herbert. Sends this to the end zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that passing, Brock. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that again.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun here. It's Herbert. Finds him over the middle. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
Complete to number 13, Keenan Allen. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Hampton gets the handoff. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
Chargers, first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, he got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Again, it's Hampton. He picks up 5 on that first down run, brings up 2nd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, really break the backs of the defense.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. On the counter, it's Hampton. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play, whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. To the air this time. Herbert. Into the hands of Ganson. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Herbert with a blitz coming. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers grow the lead to 7. All right, so this solid first half continues for Brock. They're into the end zone to extend their advantage.
And I think if you're a head coach, you've got to be very happy with the effort so far. You always preach about coming out strong, and they've been the ones dictating the tempo. As a result, they add to their lead.
Dicker on now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers grow their lead to 8.
14, Ravens 6.
All lined up and ready to boot it away. Ali to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Ravens and Derrick Henry making their way back out on offense. And they've got a bit of momentum from the field goal on the last series, hoping to grow that into something greater with a touchdown here.
Yeah, I think one thing you find is you do not want to settle for a field goal again. Points are great, but touchdowns, that's what's win games in the NFL.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Gets it downfield, on target to Flowers. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. It's a pickup of 26. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Throwing now on 1st down, it's Jackson. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass. He was looking for Mark Andrews. And now they face 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Lamar. This one's to Andrews outright. A solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
3rd down. Chargers have 6 DBs out there. Again, it's Jackson to the air. He's able to hit Flowers, caught. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
All set to go now from the 35. On 1st down, Jackson. Complete, Derrick Henry. Not a lot of space, maybe to the 33. Cam Hart's up for the tackle that time.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
2nd and 7 on the other side. We've reached our 2-minute warning. More from M&T Bank Stadium coming up. 2nd down now. They need 7. And again, it's Jackson. Andrews with the catch. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. He's going for it himself. That's the first down, and he's still going. And they are going to be in great shape here. He gets this down to the 6. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. From the red zone on 1st. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So the good work to defend the pass canceled out by a mistake in the pass rush as they get him for roughing the passer. Blitz coming, Lamar. He'll set up the screen for Henry. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. One of the tight ends motioning left. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup.
Yeah.
Unless you're already committed to going for it on 4th, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player.
Jackson has it, 3rd and goal. And for the moment, that's going to be a touchdown. Whether it will stand, though, well, that depends on the call on this flag.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
They waited a little extra second there, didn't they? Maybe a little bit of a taunt to the other sideline, Brock, before they declined that call. That touchdown's going to stand.
All good and love in football. just a good little penalty taunt.
That is Tyler Luke, now on for the extra point. And he hits the extra points. A little surprised they wouldn't go for 2 in the tie, but at least he made it, so the lead falls to a single point.
Ravens 13.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Darius Davis to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Chargers and Omarion Hampton out there on offense once again. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Was hoping to get that one to Keenan Allen. So it'll be 2nd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after a short gain. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Third down here, need 8 on the play. Air it out on 3rd. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He was looking Keenan Allen's way there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Starts the return at the 34. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Ravens and Lamar Jackson ready to go again on offense. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. Short pass brought in. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap to Jackson. He's running with it. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Here's Lamar. To the left side, caught by Andrews. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Now it's Lamar. The pass falls incomplete, but was there a reason for it? We see a flag out there. Offense tagged for the penalty there as they walk off the distance. Backed up now after the penalty. It's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
Throwing here just before halftime. Throwing for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome into the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you on an abridged halftime report. Good competitive first half. This game kind of has a punch-counter-punch feel to it, as reflected on the scoreboard. Tight game going into the second half. Can either team pull away? To find out, let's go back to the stadium and our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks so much, Scott. While we checked in with Scott in Orlando, our two teams here no doubt made some adjustments. It's a close game here as we get ready for our 3rd quarter. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. All right, and Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. Los Angeles getting its offense set to go to begin the 3rd. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun give to Hampton. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Okay, to run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Play action now for Herbert. And he just hooks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw and force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. This one found by a defender instead and knocked away. Back-to-back passes failing to connect, Brock. It's 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. You got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. That one's good to McConkey. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. Just gets down inside the 35-yard line. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's going to give the Chargers the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Dump off caught by his back. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. One of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
It's Hampton on 2nd. Has some space inside the 15. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Dicker on now for the PAT.
Extra point.
Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chargers grow their lead to 8.
21. Ravens 13.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Ali to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Ravens and Derrick Henry making their way back out on offense. And after they were stopped on 4th down their prior possession, Brock, you got to wonder if they're going to be confident enough to go for it again if they get to that point here. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Here's Henry running left. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Went the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. Play action. Here's Jackson. Couldn't keep on the line. Oh, the ball is out. But I think a Raven was able to gain possession there, so they're going to keep the football. Well, that play went for negative yards anyway, so no need for them to accept that penalty. They dodged the turnover, but still 3rd and pretty long. They've got to figure out. From the gun, Jackson. Finds him over the middle. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Fair catch made here at the 30-yard line. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. New set of downs for them from the 31. Tight end going in motion here. Running it with Hampton. He's out in the clear. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominating in the trenches. That sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory. First and 10. Here's Hampton. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. We motion the tight end over. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. To the right and pulled in by McConkey. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
All set to go now from the 35. Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Dumps it off to his running back. Great coverage all the way to the sideline. They're on him to end that quick pass before he can get vertical.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Now Herbert to throw. Completed over the middle. And they take him down right along the 30.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. Picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
So now here's 3rd and 5. They send one of the tight ends in motion right. Herbert now to throw on 3rd. That one's napped by Allen. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's another Chargers 1st down. A gain of 12. 1st down, Chargers.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Now an inside give to Hampton. And this is going to be good for a Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers lead by 14.
Let's see, Kate, I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What we could call this, other than simply splendid?
Dicker on now for the PAT.
Extra point.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers lead by 15 now.
Ravens 13.
Dicker all lined up and ready to put it away. Ali to return it. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here.
Bunch of mean guys in the band and a tie. Going on the west side, giving side eyes. Ain't nobody that I really recognize. Ain't surprised to ride the killer vibe. Probably the reason you die trying to feel alive, but I'm incentivized by in the thighs. Ripping on it like I'm picking a prize. I hit the crib with a collide.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Lamar back to throw. On it, and he nearly picked it. Oh, couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's 2nd down.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
They send a man in motion. Play action now with Jackson. Andrew snags another one. And he picks up a good chunk of yards here. Looks to be about 7. He's up to the 37.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Turning to Henry on 3rd. Ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up 4th down.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Baltimore lined up in punt formation. Jordan Stout's the one to send it away. And the fair catch made here at the 15. The Chargers and Omarion Hampton out there on offense once again. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones, continuing to hit this defense. More good numbers well into this second half. First call here coming from the shotgun. Hampton now up the middle. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Here's Herbert. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on and on.
On 3rd down, Herbert connects on the crosser, and he'll get it up to the 27. That's a pickup of 9. That's going to be good for an LA first down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
And over the middle, it's Johnston. He's off to the races at the 20. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers make it a 3-possession game. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Dicker on now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers grow the lead now to 22 points. All lined up and ready to boot it away. This return starts at the 5. This makes it up to the 25. The Ravens trotting out their offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10. Blitz coming here, Jackson. Throw right side is caught by Hopkins. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
2nd and 3 now. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Empty backfield now, running back motions out left. This one's to Andrews out right. And he's hit and sent out right along that line of scrimmage, so no gain on 1st down.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Lamar now from the gun. This is Cox going right back to Andrews. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Lamar off the play fake. That pass pulled in by Henry. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
All set to go now from the 35. And again, it's Jackson. A quick slant here, caught by Andrews. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
A 7-yard pickup.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You're trading a little bit of speed, sure. You sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
2nd and 3 now. Again, it's Jackson to the air. It's taken in by LeJohntay Wester. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. From the pistol, Henry. It's inside the 10, and they take this in for the score. The Ravens shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
No stranger to this in his career, Brock. John Harbaugh wants his offense to tack on 2 more.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Sending him up the middle. And he made the line of scrimmage, but not that goal line. Defense there to shut down that 2-point attempt. Well, 2 left on the table there. Forget the goal line, Brock. They barely got back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, to me right there, Kate, that's a sign this defense did their homework, studied their tendencies. Yet no way that running back was going to get that one in, not with that force of the defense coming at him.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. On the return, here comes Davis. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Chargers are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense will probably rather forget. Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. Herbert back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't make the connection. Was looking for Ladd McConkey. So that brings up 2nd down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, it hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Has some daylight through the 40. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too.
First down.
This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Chargers with the football and a comfortable lead as they try to finish off this win. Following that last play, want to keep that pedal down. 1st and 10 from the 45. They'll toss it to Hampton. Here he goes again! And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space like a chess master, seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and at what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone can finally get to him.
Out of the gun, here's Hampton. And he's going to get this to the 29 before he stopped. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Play action now for Herbert. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Yeah, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've left over the week. Or in practice, both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope we have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
A run now with Hampton. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Herbert from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the 1st down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Now run with Hampton. And he's able to fight this down to the 2. It's a gain of 7, and that brings up 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Out of the the shotgun, a give to Vidal. Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
3rd and goal. Here's Herbert. Over the screen to Hampton. The stand continues. This one doesn't even make it back to the line, Brock, and it sets up 4th and goal.
3-yard loss.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
So on 4th down, on comes Cameron Dicker and the Chargers for a field goal try. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Dicker connects there and make this a 19.3 score advantage.
I think you could call this one, okay? His field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Ali to return it. And decent run back is going down inside the 30. The Ravens and Derrick Henry making their way back out on offense. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Jackson. Finds his fullback. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Zone read, they'll hand off to Henry. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
And the Baltimore 1st down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
No repeat success of that last run as he only is able to get back to the line on this play. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Now Jackson. He'll set up the screen for Henry. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
That's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Jackson now, 3rd and long. Completed over the middle. And this one won't get there. Looks good, but the stop is made just before he could get the first.
Awareness. You've got to be aware. Play caller, quarterback, receiver have to be aware of where the sticks are. That route just not enough, not deep enough to extend the drive and move the chains.
Now can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. And this is rejected. The defender knocks the throw away and forces a turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
The Chargers and Omarion Hampton out there on offense once again. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. To the line on 1st and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position. Here's Hampton to open the drive. And that run good for a handful as it brings up 2nd down.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
6 brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Putting the tight end in motion. Again, it's Hampton. And that 2nd down run is only going to manage a yard.
Just shy of midfield. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Couldn't connect with Ladd McConkey, and that'll bring up 4th and 3.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
And that punt hits and kicks out of bounds beyond the opposing 35. We see the Ravens making their way out now. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
First down now, ball at the 33. Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. The drive begins with Henry. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. And gain 11 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Chargers territory. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Another run for Henry. Call it a gain of 2, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 1.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line, just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Running once more with Henry. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
A lot of times we will see defenses get so overcommitted to defending that inside run, they're vulnerable to the outside toss. And that's when things open up, and you can reset those downs.
First down, here's Lamar. He goes back to him yet again, complete. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Ball right up against that marker, but not there yet. It's 2nd and inches. From the gun, Jackson. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
To the end zone, but incomplete. Took their shot there on 1st down, Brock, but don't come away with any points just yet.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Lamar throwing again. Catch made by Keaton Mitchell. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Ravens trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. About set. This is 3rd and 5. Jackson yet again. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens get it back to within 2 possessions. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. A 2nd touchdown through the air for him, Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
Here's Luke for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Ravens shave some of the lead. It's down now to 12.
Ravens 26.
Well, this one not quite over just yet. They've got 3 timeouts at their disposal, but really need to make the unexpected recovery here. And no problem for the Chargers. They cover it up.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
The Chargers are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Shotgun give to Hampton. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4. With 1:54 remaining, the defense burns a timeout.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got the Charger 1st down. And that should be all she wrote in this one. Now whistles and a timeout taken quickly by the defense. 1:50 left to go.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally. Without routes, or in routes just like that.
First and 10. Here's Hampton. Still has some space inside the 35. And he has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. That's all they had. So the offense free to start running the clock down now.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Chargers first down.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Line up the design keeper. Lining up to take a knee on second down. Drawn up for it. So the Chargers take this one on the road. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chargers as we say so long from Baltimore.